Magic fans, I'm Beef and welcome back to another Historic Brawl gameplay video, and today we're going back to basics, back to a very simple mono black commander, Liliana Dreadhorde General. Liliana Dreadhorde General, probably one of the more powerful planeswalkers ever printed. It has been in Arena for a while, but it has just got a reprint in Foundations, and yeah, she is powerful. She's a 6 mana, 6 lordy planeswalker, so she's not cheap. She has a static ability. Whenever a creature you control dies, draw a card. This is fantastic. It means we can attack a bit more freely because we don't really mind if things die, and we can chump block as well because we get value out of creatures dying. And she has a +1 to create a 2/2 black zombie creature token, so a great way to add bodies to the board. A -4, each player sacrifice 2 creatures of their choice. I don't know if it's just me, but I think they keep on adding of their choice, or they've added the text. I don't know if people are getting confused by that, or if people are going sacrifice a creature and I choose what creature you sacrifice. But anyway, it is all their choice. This is symmetrical, so we would have to sacrifice 2 as well. But obviously, because of our static ability, we do get to draw 2 cards as well. And obviously, if we don't have any creatures, it doesn't really affect us. And a -9, it says each opponent chooses a permanent they control of each permanent type and sacrifices the rest. So they'll keep 1 land, 1 creature, 1 enchantment, 1 artifact, 1 battle, all that kind of thing. So for this deck, we have gone pretty much all in on zombies, because she creates zombies, and zombies are usually cheap and expendable and often have death triggers or ETB triggers, or we can create lots of zombies through Liliana herself. So the first pile, these are just not basic zombies, things like Champion of the Perished, which is a zombie and it grows whenever you have other zombies, Crypt Breaker, Festering Mummy, Foul Midnight, Shambling Ghast, Stitcher Supplier, all 1-drops. Curse Marauder and Fleshbag Marauder are all pretty good as well because they are symmetrical sacrifice effects, so we can trigger Liliana's draw while also causing our opponents to sacrifice a creature. A Curse Marauder as well is a non-token creature which can be relevant. Graph Reaver can take out an opposing planeswalker. Lazotep Reaver puts 2 zombies onto the board. Patient 0, it's from Alchemy, and says damage isn't removed from creatures your opponents control during cleanup steps. Murderous Rider is a zombie, but also has a adventure. You'll have seen this loads of times. We generally always play it in our black decks. And Liliana's Reaver, a 4 mana 4/3 Death Touch, and when it deals combat damage to a player, that player discards a card, and we create a zombie. And then Grey Merchant of Asphodel can be a finisher. When it enters, each opponent loses X life, where X is our devotion to black, and we gain life equal to the life lost this way. So this can be 8, 9, 10. This can be a huge amount. Next pile is zombie payoffs, and a lot of these are zombies as well, but things like Undead Augur, whenever it or another zombie we control dies, we draw a card, lose 1 life. Headless Rider, the same trigger, but we create a 2/2 black zombie creature token, but it's whenever another non-token zombie we control dies. Lord of the Curse, all zombies +1/+1, and we can pay 2 and tap it to give zombies menace. Death Baron's really, really powerful. All zombies control +1/+1. Skeletons as well, but they have Death Touch. Adaptive Automaton is any creature lord. Obviously, we pick zombies. Patchwork Banner's ramp, but also we pick a zombies lord. Geezer gives all our zombies +1/+1 and menace. And Liliana's Master, zombies we control get +1/+1. And when it enters, we create 2 zombie tokens. And next up, we have a few cards that can create zombies. So Dreadhorde Invasion. At the beginning of our upkeep, we lose 1 life and amass zombies. Amass is a mechanic from Amonkhet. We have actually seen a couple of, I think once since in Lord of the Rings, where they actually had to specify a mass orc. So basically, if we've got a zombie army token, we add 1 counter to it, otherwise we create a 1/1. And then it says whenever a zombie token we control with power 6 or greater attacks, it gains lifelink to the end of turn. So obviously if this sticks around and the game goes long, we can get a 6/6 with lifelink. But also some of our, due to all of our lords, we could get one of our 2/2 zombie tokens up to a 6/6 and lifelink as well. Gorgeous Possession, when 1 and 1 non-token creatures we control dies, create a 2/2 black zombie creature token with Decayed. Only triggers once each turn, but it triggers on our turn and the opponent's turn. And Decade's not really good, but Decayed is quite good with Liliana because we can attack him with a Decayed zombie, and whether it is blocked or not, it's going to die, so we're going to get that draw. And then Grave Titan, 6 mana 6/6. It's not a zombie itself, although obviously it looks like a zombie, but when it enters or attacks, we create 2/2 black zombie creature tokens, so a good way to flood the board. Next up, just some ramp, Dark Ritual, Arcane Signet, Jet Medallion, Bontu's Monument. Obviously our commander is not a creature, so Bontu's Monument doesn't decrease the cost of it, but we do have a lot of creatures. And then Heraldic Banner, we choose black. we can add black, and all black creatures get +1/+0. With Dark Ritual, we can get Liliana out on turn 4, or maybe even turn 3 with Arcane Signet or Jet Medallion, which is powerful, but just be careful. Dark Ritualing out a commander, if your commander is then moved straight away, you are quite far away from that, replay it again, so just bear that in mind. Next up, we have removal. The standard stuff: Blood Chief's First, Bone Shard, Stab, Feed the Swarm for enchantments, Go for the Throat, Infernal Grasp. Liliana's Triumph and Shoulder's Edict are sacrifice effects. Liliana's Triumph, if we control Liliana Planeswalker, such as our commander. It also causes our opponent to discard a card. Toxic Deluge is our sweeper of choice. Dismember. Further Profane is also a land. Ravenous Chupacabra is a removal on a creature. Grave Pact, if you've seen me play a black deck before, you've seen Grave Pact, is absolutely nasty, especially with a commander that can cause us to sacrifice things. And Virtual Persistence is removal, bit of life gate, and then if a game goes long, we can get it down and start reanimating things from our graveyard. Next up, we have a bit of card draw. Most of these are sacrifice card draw, so Corrupted and Conviction and Village Rites are essentially the same spell. 1 black to sacrifice a creature, draw 2 cards. Deadly Dispute, 2 to sack a creature or an artifact, draw 2 and create a treasure. And then Dark Confidant is in Arena, I think for the first time. A 1 mana 2/1. At the beginning of your upkeep, reveal the top card of your library and put that card in your hand. You lose life equal to its mana value. So it can hit us for, 7 is our highest mana value, but it's a good way to get extra lands and extra cards. There is a bat from Bloomburrow that does something very similar as well, but it's a bit more expensive. And then we just have general black good stuff. Malakir Rebirth, Reanimate, Boggart Trawler. It's a creature with a land on the back, and when the creature enters, it exiles target player's graveyard. Woe Strider is a great way to scry and sacrifice at will, especially with Grave Pack. Braids as well. At the end of a turn, we sacrifice either artifact, creature, enchantment, land, or planeswalker. We don't have to. If we do, each opponent may sacrifice a permanent that shares a card type with it. If each opponent that doesn't, that player loses 2 life and we draw a card. So we can sacrifice some of our zombie tokens, trigger Liliana's draw, cause our opponent to sacrifice or lose 2 life, or we draw a card. Necropotence just to draw extra cards, and Agadim's Awakening to get stuff back from the graveyard. And then we do actually have 4 other Liliana's Planeswalkers plus Liliana's Scrounger. So Liliana's Scrounger, it's not a zombie, but it's a 3 mana 3/2 at the beginning of each end step. So each end step, as and our opponents, if a creature dies this turn, any creature, we may put a loyalty playing counter on a Liliana Planeswalker we control. Only 1 Liliana Planeswalker, not each. So obviously with our commander being Liliana, this is quite effective. Otherwise, we've got Liliana the Veil, which is in standard at the moment. Liliana the Lost Hope, which can, potentially take out some smaller creatures, mill, and then return a creature card from a graveyard to our hand, and then get an emblem that creates zombies. Liliana the Dark Realms, we've played on the channel before. It can get us Swamp, which is really, really good to make sure we hit our land drops. It can remove or buff creatures, and then it can basically give us an emblem, which means we never have mana bombs ever again. And Liliana, Death's Majesty, 5 mana 5, Loyalty Planeswalker, +1, mill 2, create a 2/2 zombie, -3, return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. That creature is a black zombie in addition to its other cards and types, and a -7, which acts as a non-zombie board wipe. And the only other card is Sire of 7 Deaths. I've not played this with this, even though it's just come in a standard, but it's a pretty powerful card. 7 mana 7/7 with First Strike, Vigilance, Menace, Trample, Reach, Lifelink, and then Ward, pay 7 life. So it's hard to remove, and if it's not removed, it's hard to deal with completely, especially with First Strike and Lifelink. Means we are going to do a massive swing. Mana base is of what you expect: loads of swamps, Forex and Tower, Gate of the Black Dragon. We have that because it could be searched up by Liliana of the Dark Realms. Pachuca Bog to take care of opponent's graveyard. Interplanar Beacon, we've got a Planeswalker Commander, so it gains his life. Nykthos because we're mono black, and 3 Tree City because we are a zombie deck. Is it powerful? Yes, Liliana is one of the most powerful Planeswalkers ever printed. It is often if you play it and it sticks around, you just win because it can take care of your opponent's board, or 2 of their creatures, which is often enough. And then it can just flood your board with tokens and draw you cards when anything dies. And that's going to happen quite a lot, especially with all the zombie tokens lying around. So I really, really enjoyed this card. It is a very, very powerful deck. Hope you all enjoy it too. If you do, please remember to like and subscribe. And I'll see you all in the gameplay. We go first. No turn 2 play, but we have a lot of zombies. And we're up against Nashi, a graveyard duplication deck. Would quite like a third land. Quite like a third land. Would quite like a third land. I go down from 41 to 40 lands, and we do not draw one. Hey, land. Well, I think we have to get down Necro to help us draw 3, 4, 5. So we'll do 2. We get a land and another zombie so we can grow our champion. I wonder which one they chose. We'll play out the Shambling Ghasts. And put this on zombie. Well, they have a lot of removal. Well, let's play out Death Baron. And Undead Augur. Now, you want to replay Nashi. They should have blocked the champion with Nashi. Because it's a enters trigger. Now obviously in blue they can have lots of flicker type things. That's the play they wanted to do. Because now they can get back one of their removal spells. We do create another zombie and draw a card. I wouldn't mind finding like a Bajuka Bog. Being stuck on 5 mana's kind of irritating. Next turn we can get down Grave Pact and basically, well, do a lot of damage. Well, now we do less damage. Oh, let's Grave Pact then. And next turn we can Liliana and they want to sacrifice Nashi, which is fine. They might get back Terra Asunder. Take out Grave Pact. Yeah. We will sacrifice our Shambling Ghast and our Festering Mummy. Take out their Delighted Halfling.
You've reached an you get used to the smell.
Draw a shed load of cards. And we can get down Liliana's Scrounger. Attacking for 3. They do have over 20 cards in their graveyard, so depending on what they hit with Cemetery, Tampering. No, just a Malcolm. Let's see how they attack. They do not attack. Let's take out their Malcolm. Put another count. Right, should have done it earlier on. Let's create another zombie. We hit them for a bundle. And yeah. We may have just had lethal. They had two blockers. We can hit him for 5, 8, 10, 12, 15, of which they can block 6 of it. So yeah, we had lethal. We go first. An okay hand. Could have some drawing some more creatures. We're attacking. And then we can hold up village rights. If they try to take out our Crypt Breaker. Instead they just ramp. That is not what I wanted to see. We will stab their Oracle. Put back village rights. Dismember can't kill Moldrafa though, which is a bit of an issue. Well, there's land. I imagine they're playing out Muldrotha, so I'm going to hold up removal. Put back a land. Now what we can do is we can Liliana minus sack our zombies.
Don't speak ill of the undead.
Should have drawn Rhythm first, but
I
oh well.
don't quite enjoy necromancy.
It's fine, next time we can Grave Titan. Should have done that on before they attacked with it, but never mind.
My packs give me strength.
Yeah, let's see if they block. Yeah, they do. We can draw with our zombies. Well, what we'll do is attack with our Grave Titan.
You get used to the smell.
Draw again. They exiled our Sire of Seven Deaths, which is really, really annoying. Well, let's just play out Gary. And yeah, our opponent scoops. We had quite a big board and literally as much mana as we could shake a stick at through Nyx and Three Tree City. And yeah, we just hit them for 8 with Grey Merchant and Asphodel, gained 8. And yeah, had loads of blockers back up to protect Liliana. We go first, well, with a slow hand, but hopefully Dark Confidant can help us draw into things. And obviously if they play like a Mana Dork, we can Accursed Marauder it away. Oh, we'll play out the Festering Mummy. Next turn we can Liliana's Reaver. That's kind of annoying because now they'll just let's sack the Marauder. Oh, they do sack their commander. Oh, of course, it's non-token, that's why. And with Agadeem's Awakening, we can bring back our Cursed Marauder and Festering Mummy. But next turn we can get down Liliana if they tap out. Well, I think I do this.
I am the master here.
We do lose our Dark Confidant, but we draw.
Than undead.
And then next turn we can Agadeem's Awakening and basically bring back everything in our graveyard. Oh, don't take out Liliana. Gem Medallion reduces the cost of Agadeem's Awakening by 1. So we pay 3 and 1 X. Yeah, so X equals 2. Oh, it's different mana values, isn't it? Yeah, we'll do the Marauder and the Festering Mummy. Should have played Headless Rider first.
My packs give me strength.
Well, let's just take out their Bald and then create a zombie.
Death is such an effective tool.
And next turn, we can get down Sire of 7 Deaths. Oh yeah, let's create a zombie.
Time to wake up and smell the
It's by Dark Ritual, so I've got 7. Dark Ritual put me to 9. So I can Headless Rider and Sire. Keep the card draw coming.
Time to get my hands dirty.
Are they going to take out Headless Rider?
Necromancy is a lot like you've reached an undead end.
And yeah, our opponent scoops it up. We can block their commander. Liliana gets knocked down too, but then next turn we can play out probably Geezer and the Scrounger. And how much would he have? 6, 7. If we draw land, 8. Yeah, so we could have Geezered, Scrounger, Crypt Breaker, or maybe Liliana's Reaver. Up against another mono black deck. We are on the play. I have a strange feeling they're going for a combo. Well, if we get our third land, we can ramp pretty successfully. Well, we milled away 2 lands and a Grey Pact. But at least we do have a turn 2 play now. Do we hit that land? We do not. Which is an issue. Oh, there is the land. Well, let's attack in, because if they block, we'll probably end up stabbing it. Well, that's another combo piece. Let us Patchwork Banner on Zombie. And we'll attack him with our 4/4. I imagine they'll block. Do they have a combo? But I've not played anything yet, so yes, maybe not. Otherwise I would have slammed it down. That's not the worst thing in the world. You mill a few more land. Well, what we can do is we can banner on black. Let's get down Braids and we can sack the token. Well, we've comboed ourselves. Our opponent goes first, up against the new Niv. Well, we can turn 3 Liliana, assuming our Jet Medallion survives. Now hopefully they tap out. Do they have wash away? That's the question. Well, actually, it's they could have a few things. There wasn't a stick. They can play out Niv. We could just... Yeah, let's get it down while we can.
This isn't your average zombie horde. Death is such an effective.
The Dark Confidant, unfortunately, but we do draw 2.
Yours will be a fate. No way but my way.
And we do have more removal for when they replay Niv. Well, that's...
Fine, I'll leave.
And let's get down our Lord. Decayed and the Grave Pact is a bit nasty. Oh. Wonder how many that they actually put into their deck. We'll tick up.
This is more enjoyable than slaying demons.
Yeah, so they should really block.
Time to wake up and smell the decay.
They have quite a lot. Let's just say that.
Time to get my hands.
And this may just be lethal with Gary.
Necromancy is a lot like plucking turnips.
Yeah, it is. We hit him for 10, we gain 10. And that's how you do it. Opponent goes first. We don't have a 1-drop, but we have a 2-drop. take out their Dark Confidant. I really like the third land for Heraldic Banner. There we go. And we can hold up Corrupted Conviction. And we'll get rid of our Reaver because we can potentially bring that one back. Well, let's play out Liliana's Mastery. There's no point attacking because they've got the one ring. There's flashback Faithless Looting. Well, I think we just play out Necropotence. And 3, let's do this for 3. We have Liliana's Triumph if they play a creature. But they are at 5. They're going to gain some life. Well, let's play out Liliana. And yeah, our opponent scoops it up. I'm not sure why after ending the festivities they still had 3 cards in hand. And Liliana about to tick up is quite bad, but shouldn't be that bad.